My name is Jenna. Since I was a child, I have lived in a loving family. The city I live in is peaceful, where the sun shines every morning and the wind blows gently through every corner. I always thought that my life would always be perfect like this. My parents are wonderful people who love and care for me. I love warm family meals, afternoon walks in the park, and the laughter that fills our little house. But life isn't always all about beauty. My 5th birthday changed everything, making me feel vulnerable and lost for the first time. That day, my parents held a warm birthday party with many friends and neighbors. I wore a beautiful white dress like a princess, feeling like the happiest person in the world. After the party ended, my parents asked me to stand up and thank everyone. I had never spoken in front of a crowd before, and when all eyes were on me, I suddenly felt scared. I stammered a few words, my voice trembling. Some people laughed, not maliciously, but I felt like they were laughing at me. The shame welled up in me, and I couldn't bear it. I left the party, tears streaming down my cheeks. I ran to the pool, where there was no one around, just the sound of water splashing. I sat down and tried to hold back my sobs. A moment later, I heard footsteps. Turning around, I saw a girl wearing glasses, smiling gently at me.
I'm Nora. My family just moved here.
Nora didn't laugh at me. She just quietly wiped the tears from my cheeks and said that she hated public speaking too. I felt like I found someone who understood me. From that day on, I met Nora every night at the park. We played, talked, and shared everything. Even though the stories sometimes didn't make sense, I cherished every moment. We told each other little secrets, random thoughts. I realized Nora is not only my best friend, but also an important part of my life. One day, Nora announced that her family was moving to New York because of her father's job. I was stunned. The thought of leaving her felt like I was losing a part of myself. We hugged each other tightly.
I'll write to you.
Nora promised. I knew she meant it, but I also knew that the distance would test our friendship. After Nora left, everything felt empty. I wandered around the school without anyone to talk to like before. I missed her so much that it hurt. My mother comforted me, advising me to learn to accept and move on.
Nora is always in your heart. Don't let sadness drag you down,
she said, her eyes gentle but determined. I tried to overcome my sadness by focusing on my studies. I set new goals, tried my best, and became a good student. When I was in high school, my parents told me that I would move to New York to live with my aunt for a better education opportunity. I was extremely confused and did not want to leave this place. Although it was not easy, I understood that this was a great opportunity. I prepared myself mentally for a new life, although my heart was still filled with worries. Arriving in New York, I was overwhelmed by this bustling city. The tall buildings, the rushing people, and the bustling sounds made me feel lost. My aunt is a very energetic person. As soon as I arrived, she took me shopping, eating, and introducing me to the interesting things of this city. Entering the new school, I felt strange. I didn't know who to talk to, didn't know how to integrate. Suddenly, I saw a familiar face. It was Nora. I couldn't believe my eyes. We screamed with joy and hugged each other tightly. But as we talked, I realized that Nora had changed. She was confident, outgoing, and admired by many. But something was not the same. I met Leah, Nora's twin sister. Unlike her sister, Leah was shy and always tried to avoid attention. I found out that Leah suffered from alopecia and had to wear a wig. She was afraid of being found out and lived with low self-esteem. I gradually became Leah's trusted friend. She began to open up to me, and I helped her regain her confidence. Nora didn't like that I was close to Leah. She felt threatened and became distant and competitive with her sister. The rivalry comes to a head when Nora and Leah face off in the school president election. Nora does everything she can to win, regardless of her sister's feelings. At the end of the year, I found Nora crying alone in the bathroom. She confessed that she had failed her exams and lost all her popularity and friends. I looked at Nora for a long time and said, "Change But not to become someone else, but to be a better version of yourself. Then I left, leaving her alone with her thoughts.